guys. Come in. Y'all came in quiet. Hey, family. Welcome to story time. Y'all go ahead and close the door. While y'all do that, let me go up here and start from the beginning. Hey, Tay Tay. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Maya. Hey, Reality. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Tally World. Hey, Tay Baby. Hey, Kristen, Carmen. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Keita. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Louisiana Cajun Girl. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Sequoia. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, PT. You guys come on in and hurry up and get everything you need together. Get yourself in a dark. Get everything you need. Hey, Roxana. Get your snacks, your food, your cake, your pies, all that good stuff. Get everything you need. And come on over. Find you a seat in the living room. Close the door behind you. Hey, Chrissy. Please make sure you close the door behind you. I would greatly appreciate it. Yes. So, hey, Nino. You guys come on in. Come on in. Come on in. So I'm going to give you guys a little time to come on in. And, yeah. So I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all know how this goes. I'm waiting on y'all. Okay. Hey, Lena. I hope I said that right. Hey, Lena, you new. Hey, love. Welcome to the story time. Get your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your cookies, your food. Everything that you're going to need for the story time tonight. Y'all get 3 stories tonight. They are going to be good. So get everything you need together right now. So yeah. Biggest tipper going tonight. Biggest tipper gets to be in 3 back-to-back auntie movies or, story times. Lenaya. Is that right? Lenaya? Yeah, so you get to be in 3 of Auntie story times back to back. So we are keeping the door open for the biggest tipper tonight. Biggest tipper starts off at $10. Anybody that outbids the next family member, y'all will be in competition for the story times. Oh my goodness, y'all breaking these names down. This shit is like more of a law, but yes. Okay. Lania. We gonna call you Lala, babe. Auntie ain't gonna even try to butcher your damn name no more. I'm so sorry if I did butcher your name, but we gonna call you Lala, babe. Welcome to the family. Thank you for being here. Get your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your liquor, your shot glasses, your wine, your hookahs, your twisties, everything you're gonna need for story time because it's gonna be good. Hey, Peasy. Let's see, Mr. Zone 3 in the house. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Peasy, baby. Welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you get everything you need. Your twisties. You know what twisties are. I shouldn't have to go into detail what twisties are, but make sure you got your twisties, your snacks, your cakes, your pies, everything you're going to need, your wine tumblers, your liquor, your shot glasses, all that goodness. Every time Auntie say something scary, you're supposed to take a shot. Yeah. Hey, sincerely, KJ. Yes, you made it to another line. Whoop, whoop. Yes, love. All right, we're going to be getting ready to start in a minute. I got a twisty and some noodles. Okay, Brittany, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to be getting started in a minute, so I'm giving y'all time to get everything y'all need because I know how y'all live. Some of y'all didn't cook tonight. I know you got some hot wings and some fish and some shit that you got in the microwave. You're trying to warm up and get ready. So go ahead and get that ready. If you got to use the bathroom, you might well go and drop that dick load right now because I'm going to be starting in a few minutes. And if you move in between story time, you may miss something. So, yes, y'all get y'all stuff together. Hey, Miss D, baby. Y'all get everything together. Yes. And come on. Hey, Tabitha. Y'all know, girl, now you know you're supposed to stop by the store before story time. I tell y'all, try to remind y'all to stop by the store. Y'all don't never remember. All right, Kristen, on your lunch break, that's what I'm talking about, love. Handle your business, Hey, Chastain. Hey, Regina. Hey, Tally World. Yes, y'all come on in, close the door. Y'all know we don't like trolls, bugs, flies, hot air, none of that shit. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Peasy, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Come on in and get into the spirits of things. You close the door. Thank you, Tally World, for closing the door. So, yeah. Y'all already know how we do story time. Auntie do take tips because I am like your bartender. I serve you up with your shot of creepy shit, but true. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which will soon be changing to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll be changing that on September 1st. You ain't got to worry about that right now, but on September 1st, it'll be changing. So y'all will know. Yeah, so get everything together so you can get ready to get this started. Story time's supposed to be good tonight. Y'all know how to tipping go. Tipping goes like this. If you can, I take cash apps as well as YouTube's. So whether you send me a cash app tip or a YouTube tip, you still will be included in story time. Everybody that sent Auntie a tip greater than $5 will be in story time. So here we go. Y'all already know. We got like 4 minutes to go before we start. So get everything you need because Auntie gonna make sure she got everything she need. Yours. Okay. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, trucker baby. You pulled over or you got a load you driving? You just listening to Auntie. Hey, Devontae Love. Nino dropped my cash app so you guys can find it. Thank you so much, Nino. Hey, Maya. Trucker, please tell me you being safe, love. I don't need you out there watching my live while you driving that load. I need your ass parked and watching or driving. You broke down. Well, damn, where you at? Do we need to call somebody? Do we need to see if we got family in the area that can help you out? I mean, we can't tell no big ass 18 wheeler, but we'll come out there and keep you company, talk shit, have a couple drinks with you, so just let us know what area we try to get to you. I'm pretty sure you got family in the area, so yeah. You're gonna be good, though. I know y'all got them big ass areas in the back of that truck, honey. You probably laid up watching me on the TV right now, waiting on somebody to come help you out. I already know how I go. I already know what you're doing. It's cool. I still love you. Stay safe. Lock your doors. Don't open it up for nobody you don't know. Okay. Heading home and getting ready. Okay, Devontae, be safe. Don't hit nobody. Keep me on speaker. Don't look at your damn phone. Drive and be safe. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna be starting in 3 minutes. So I'm giving everybody time to get everything they need to do. Y'all close the door. Y'all still bringing y'all butt in, flopping down on my damn couch and still ain't closed the door. Get your big face ass up, going over there and close the door. Then you can come back and sit down. Hey, Remedy Boo. It's been a while since I seen you, but I knew you were gonna find your way back home. So hey, Remedy. Let's see. Okay, guys. So I got a bit of bad news. Really, well, yeah, I got a bit of bad news. So Toots cannot do. She's not gonna be able to do cheerleading, guys. I think her cheerleading coach has bumped her fucking head, and yeah, she won't be doing cheerleading because apparently this lady wanted me to produce $2,000 by the end of the week, like I'm holding somebody for ransom or some shit like that. And I told her, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to pull that shit off. I am not rich. I'm not living the lifestyles of the rich and famous. I don't have a dad. They got a fucking ATM in his bedroom. I ain't got none of this shit. So I had to let her know, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do this shit this year. We're going to have to do it next year. Toots was kind of sad, but she understood why. So, yeah, lady came at me like she wanted ransom. I need it by the end of the week. Like, nah, boy, I can't do that. And then it's like, rent. Rent is like right around the fucking corner. How you expect somebody to produce $2,000 in fucking and rent and bills and shit? Like, so I told her she was just gonna have to go out next year for dance. Dance is what she really wanted to do, but we was gonna do cheerleading just to keep her occupied, because for some strange reason when these girls get in high school, they lose their damn mind. They be all wrapped up in these boys, and I needed her to have something to focus on, and that was gonna be that. But yeah, right, that's what I said. I'm like, what happened to fundraising and all that shit? And she just like, well, I'm starting to order uniforms, so I need that like ASAP. Like, I'm sorry, like they ain't got that shit. You tripping. I ain't got that. Everybody got bills. Like, you didn't give me a chance. You just told me about this shit and how much it is, and now you telling me I gotta have it by the end of the week. So yeah, unfortunately, Toots won't yeah, me too. I was pissed off too. Just when she came in the house, the way her face was looking out mad hell about that shit, because I feel like that lady set us up for failure. Like she put that shit in my baby head like she could do it, and then she snatched the opportunity away from her on some bullshit. So, I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna whoop her ass this time. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna fuck the coach up. I'm just gonna let it go. And I told Toots, we'll just figure out something else. So we don't have to raise money for Toots to be on cheerleading anymore, y'all. So just to let y'all know that. So But yeah, it looks like it is 7:40. It looks like it's time to start the story time. So if you guys got everything you need, you had all the time in the world to get everything you need. If you got everything you need, you out of the bathroom, sweet tea, please wash your hands. I don't know where the fuck you at, but I just feel like you wiping your cat and you ain't washing your fucking hands. I'm gonna need you to wash your hands, sweet tea, wherever you are. Chastain passed the message to sweet tea, let her know I said wash your fucking hands. Everybody else, if you guys are ready, you got everything you need, go ahead and give it a thumbs. Your ass supposed to be in the dark if you can be in the dark. If you can't be in the dark, I understand. But everybody else supposed to have their ass in the dark. Give it a thumbs if you are ready. Yes, Miss D, that shit was hella crazy. I couldn't believe that shit. Like, lady, what the fuck? Like, whatever, honey. I was floored by that shit. Like, I was floored. Like, I'm like, you playing right to it. She like, mom, she's serious. I was like, yeah. That bitch done lost her mind. She done bumped her head. That won't be happening. Sorry. Thank you, Tasha. And Tasha is starting it off with the biggest tipper. So far, Nino, Tasha's the first one to tip with the biggest tipper. Let me see, I ain't got no cash out tip. Okay, so far, Tasha is popping it off with 10. She is starting a big tipper off the rip. Tasha always chin check a motherfucker who try to come at her by that big tipper. So I hope you coming big, because Tasha don't bullshit. So just letting you know, she be chin checking motherfuckers at the door. Little Nino talk about champ. Okay, Dr. Champ is in the ring. Okay, because Tasha be on this shit. So just to let y'all know, Tasha don't fuck around. You have to come if you coming, because Tasha don't bullshit. So let me see. Let me get the thoughts. Y'all don't like y'all ready. The movie called shit. Yeah, that is good. Just like I said it already. And I did get a chance to look at Nope. And I actually like Nope. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. I don't know what everybody else was thinking. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie, though. I wouldn't say it was like theater worthy, but it was a pretty good movie. And yeah, that's called Day Shift. What you talking about, Chastain? Y'all know that old bullshit ass Lake Lanier finna come out, right? Apparently that shit finna come out on Netflix. Apparently this Lake Lanier shit. Mm, um, I've seen the trailer. I'm good on that. Y'all can watch it. Let me know how it go. I'm good on that shit. It don't look interesting at all. It look low budget than a motherfucker. It put it like this. Watching that shit is like watching somebody step on my craft. Like I gave you all the details you needed, all the information you needed to make this a great fucking scary movie. And I just feel like they shitted on it. But that's just me. Y'all can watch it. You know what I'm saying? They say it's gonna be coming out on Netflix. Y'all can watch it. I'm not even gonna waste that kind of time. I got too much shit to do with my day to be wasting them kind of hours in my life on some bullshit. So I want to see a movie called The Invitation. Me too, yeah. Thank you, Evelyn. Tasha. Thank you, Evelyn. I said $10 was gonna start it, but Evelyn, I'm gonna let your 9.99 slide right on in and jump on the 8, Tasha. Now you got comp. Just a penny behind you, but y'all got comp. So, but I've been through a lot. Suffering, depression, is battling every day. I'm sorry, Jersey. I'm so sorry you going through that, love. You just stay prayed up, baby. Keep the faith. Know that you always got us. If you need somebody to talk to, you can always jump your ass in Telegram and say something dumb, and somebody will say something to make you smile. So don't worry about it. Just stay prayed up, baby. You good. All right, guys. We about to get ready to go ahead and start this first story of the night. Like I said, our tips can be taken through Cash App as well as YouTube's, and they still qualify for the biggest tipper, even if it comes through Cash App. You still be entered into the biggest tipper if you are willing to jump up with these two ladies. So here we go. Our first story has Blue, India, and Evelyn. Blue, India, and Evelyn. Are you guys here? Evelyn better stay on the porch. Uh-oh, Evelyn. And I see some of y'all still ain't closed the door. Get your ass over there and close the door. What are y'all waiting on? Ain't nobody heard nothing about the movie. And somebody just sent it to me in Instagram, and it said it's supposed to be coming on Netflix. So just to let you know. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Blue is the grandmother to India and Evelyn. And they always come over to their grandma's house every summer because their parents work and they don't have nobody to really keep an eye on them, which they don't really need somebody to keep an eye on them because they're like 13. You should be able to leave your kids in the house for a couple hours without them tearing your damn house up. But they always was sent to their grandma's house to stay for the summertime because, their parents was always working so much when nobody be at home to keep an eye on them. And don't nobody want their damn daughters pregnant at 14. That what happen when you leave them in the goddamn house by themselves and they hiding the ass. So parents didn't want that shit, so they decided to send them to Blue House. Now, Blue is, older. She don't believe in none of this technology shit. None of it. None of it. She feel like that shit is just a doorway to more bullshit. So her house is old-fashioned in a motherfucker. We ain't got boom boxes. We got record players in this goddamn house. So the girls go over. India and Evelyn goes over and they're with the grandmama, Blue, the first night. And she tells them, girls, we're going to get up in the morning and we're going to go to a thrift store. She said, I like to go shopping at thrift stores just to see what kind of deals they got, stuff like that. So, they was like, okay, cool, we can do that. So that morning rolls around, Blue and India and Evelyn gets up, they get in the car, they drive to the thrift store. Now they go to the first thrift store that's in their neighborhood. It's like hood and it wasn't really no good shit in there. So Blue decided to drive to the good part of town, the high part of town. So she drives up into the Smyrna, Alpharetta area and go to their thrift stores up there. Now the thrift stores up there, these motherfuckers give away all types of shit. Do you hear me? I'm talking about brand name, all kind of name brand shit. They just give it away. Like Michael Kors purses. You can find all that shit in the thrift store up in Alpharetta and Marietta and places like that. You can find that shit up there. So when they get up there, the girls go bananas in the store. They like, can you buy me this? Oh, grandma, can you give me this? And Blue like, we just looking. We ain't come up here to really purchase too much. And they just run around, can I get this? Can I get this? And Blue like, look, I'll get y'all a couple things. Just pick up a couple things. And she walking around, looking in the store, and she noticed a old-fashioned rotary phone in the back. And she's like, oh my God, I ain't seen one of these in so long. She rushed over there, picked the phone up, looked at it, twisted it and everything, and all the numbers and stuff, the little dial, all that shit worked. She was like, oh, I want this. You know what I'm saying? So she picks up the phone. By the time she gets to the front, Evelyn and India standing up there with a goddamn buggy. She like, I told y'all a couple things, not every damn thing in the store. But grandma, this Michael Kors purse ain't number 75 cents. She like, how much stuff y'all got in there? They stood there, counted all their stuff. Together, they had $8 worth of stuff. And they had Michael Kors purses, all type of shit, like all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she bought it for them. She was like, it's no problem. She bought it for them. And they come on, they went and eat and came back home. She could not wait to get home to plug this goddamn rotary phone up. Blue rushes in the house. Evelyn them coming in behind her, bringing their stuff in. She like, y'all close and lock the door. They closed and locked the door. Blue rushed into the kitchen, unplugged her other phone, put that rotary phone up there, sat that shit up there, picked it up. She heard a dial tone. She dialed a mama number just to see if the shit worked. Mom picked up the phone. She like, girl, I ain't even want nothing. I just want to see if my phone worked. Mama like, what phone? I just bought this rotary phone from thrift store. Girl, I ain't seen one of these since your grandma was alive. I'm keeping this phone. Of course, her daughter like, Mama, throw that old ass phone away. You don't need that old ass phone. And she like, excuse me, this is my phone. I'm keeping this damn phone. All right, whatever then, Mama, fine. Okay, cool. So, that night they sat down, they ate them. She gets up to get ready to call one of her friends. Blue gets up to call one of her friends, and she picks up the phone, and there's no dial tone. She's like, what the fuck? So she unplugs it from the back and plug it back in, put the phone in her ear, no dial tone. She tried spinning the numbers on that shit, no dial tone, no nothing. It's like the phone just went out after that first phone call. So she like, what the hell? And she kept messing with the phone. Eventually she got frustrated, got tired of fucking with the phone. She was like, I'll worry about it in the morning. So Evelyn was sitting in the living room watching TV, eating a bowl of ice cream. She like, hey, babies, I'm finna go to bed. It's getting late. I'm finna get ready to go to bed. We gotta go to church in the morning. They like, okay, grandma, we'll see you in the morning. So Blue goes on the bed, and Evelyn and India sitting up watching TV. They watch cartoons, eating ice cream. And all of a sudden, the phone rings. The rotary phone rings. But no other phone in the house ring, just the one in the kitchen. So they look at each other. They look at the clock. Grandma don't have people calling her this late. But the phone kept ringing. Eventually, one of them get up. India gets up. She goes over to the phone. She picks it up. Hello? And all she could hear was whispering. She's like, hello? She hangs the phone up. She go sit back down on the couch and she start back eating on her ice cream. Blue come downstairs. She said, who y'all talking to? They said, Grandma, it was the phone wrong. She like, what phone? She like, the phone in the kitchen. So Blue rushes over. Oh, my phone working again. She rushes over and she picked the phone up and no dial tone, no nothing. She looks back at that and she like, the phone ain't working. She like, yes, it is. It just wrong. Didn't it just ring? And India and Evelyn looking at each other like, yeah, it's just wrong, Grandma. And Blue like, why it ain't working now? I don't know, Grandma, but it did just ring. And she like, who was on the phone? I don't know. They was like whispering or something. I couldn't really tell what they were saying, but it did ring. And she looks over at Evelyn like, yeah, it did ring, Grandma. So she put the phone, hang the phone up, unhook it again, hook it back up, put it back up, put it on her ear. Nothing. She's like, I wonder what the hell going on with the phone. She sits it back down. She goes on back upstairs. She said, the phone rang again. Y'all come get me and let me know so I can check the phone. Yes, ma'am. She goes back upstairs. They sit back on the couch and they eat their ice cream. Phone starts to ring again. Out of the blue. It rings, but it ain't like a regular ring this time. It's a funny ring. It like it rings, but it rings short. Like, bleep, bleep. When the phone was ringing, like, bleep, bleep. That shit went from that to bleep, bleep. And they was like, is it ringing or what's going on with the phone? So they go upstairs and they're like, Grandma, the phone, I think the phone ringing. And Blue gets up and she comes downstairs and she hears the bleep, bleep, like it's trying to ring. So she rushes over to the phone. She picked the phone up. Hello? Hello? She hears nothing. It's like the phone ain't even plugged up. That's how silent it was. It wasn't like you could hear somebody on the other line or something. It was just like nothing. She like, hello? Hello? And she hangs the phone back up. Nobody says nothing. She like, you know what? Don't worry about it. If it rings, just let it ring. Okay. All right. I'm going to bed. Y'all need to hurry up and go to bed too because it's getting late. Yes, ma'am. She goes back upstairs. She goes back to bed. They sitting down watching cartoon, laughing at the cartoon, and the phone starts to ring again. Ring, ring, ring. So now Evelyn and India looking at each other like, I wish they just hang up so we can hear the show. And she's just like, I don't know. Grandma told us not to answer it, but I can't hear the show. Like, come on, man. Let's just answer it and not say nothing to Grandma. So everyone like, fine. They both get up. They go over to the phone. They pick the phone up off the hook and they put the phone to their ear and they hear. Hello? 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 Nobody say nothing, so they hang the phone back up. This time, Evelyn said, take it off the hook. Just let it sit. And that way, it can't ring because, the phone is off the hook. Okay. So they leave the phone off the hook and they sit it on top of the phone. Because the way the rotary phones are made, y'all, it's those little phones that you stick your finger in. So they took it off the hook and sat it on top of the phone. So it's just sitting there. And they go back and sit down and eat their ice cream, watching TV. So they sit down eating their ice cream, watching TV, laughing about it and everything, laughing at the cartoons. And all of a sudden, the phone starts to ring again. Like, it ain't even on the fucking hook. They looking at the phone ring. It's not even on the hook. It shouldn't even be able to fucking ring. So it scares them so bad, they run upstairs and they get Blue. They like, Grandma. And she like, what? They like, Grandma, the phone is ringing. She said, I told y'all, let it ring. They like, no, Grandma, we took the phone off the hook and it's still ringing. And she like, what? You took it off the hook? They like, we picked it up and we left it off the hook and it's still ringing, Grandma. So Blue gets up. She goes downstairs. They behind her, holding on to her clothes. They so scared. She coming down the stairs and sure as shit, she can hear the phone ringing. So she goes around the corner and when she looks at the phone, it's now on the hook and ringing. She like, I thought y'all said y'all took the phone off the hook. We did. We took the phone off the hook. Like, did we take the phone off the hook? And Evelyn like, we did take the phone off the hook, Grandma. I don't know who put the phone back on the hook, but we didn't do it. And the phone is constantly ringing while they having that conversation. They like, Grandma, I promise I did not take the phone off the hook. I swear I did. And she like, I swear I didn't put it back on the hook. It was taken off the hook. So Blue picks up the phone. Hello? Who is this playing on my damn phone? Hello? Y'all hear that? And she put the phone to Evelyn in India. And they like, that's what it was saying when we picked it up. She put the phone back. Hello? Hello? Do you want something? Say something. Hello? Quit playing on my phone. I'm calling the police. Hello? So at this point, India and Evelyn like, just hang up the phone. Just hang it up, Grandma. Hang it up. So Blue hangs up the phone and she takes the motherfucking phone out the wall, wraps the cord around that shit, sit it on the table. Boom. I don't know what the fuck going on. Why is it that phone? Why all the other phones in the house ain't ringing? I don't know, Grandma. It just keep ringing. I don't know. This ain't making no damn sense. It got to be something wrong with the plug. So she's standing over by the wall where you plug the phone in, and she's trying to look in the plug to see if something's in the plug. And while she's doing that, the fucking phone starts to ring on the table, wrapped up. Not even plugged up to the fucking wall. The phone is ringing on the table. They all jump back and look at the table. Now Evelyn and India is really scared. Like, Grandma, what's going on? Like, what is going on? The phone ain't supposed to be ringing, Grandma. Like, what's going on? And Blue is like, baby, I don't know. She picks the phone up, throw that shit in the trash, close the trash, turn the kitchen light off. She told them, come on, we going upstairs, we going to bed. And they like, but Grandma, ice cream, it don't matter, leave it there. Come on, we going to bed. They slept in the bed with Grandma. So they go upstairs and she put them in the bed and they all in the bed. And she turns the TV on cartoons in her room and she like lay in the bed and watch the TV in the bed and go to sleep because y'all got to go to church in the morning. They like, yes, ma'am. So they laying in the bed and while they're watching TV, they can hear the phone ringing slightly. They can hear it ringing. And they sit up and look at each other. Grandma got a phone in her room, so they look over at Blue phone. It ain't ringing, but they can hear a phone ringing. So both of them just lay down, try to cover their ear, put the pillows over their head, trying to stop the fucking phone ringing sound. They can't sleep with the phone constantly ringing. Eventually, they wake Blue up and tell Blue, we can't sleep. The fucking phone keep ringing, Grandma. I can't sleep. So she like, you know what? I'm going to handle this. Blue gets up. She leave them in the bed. She gets up. She go downstairs. And sure as shit, in the trash can, the fucking phone is ringing. She grabs the whole trash can, take that shit outside, dumps the trash can in a dumpster on the side of her house, bring her trash can back in the house, put it in the kitchen, lock her door, turn her light off, and go back upstairs. They all eventually fall asleep. They wake up that morning to Blue rushing. Y'all wake up. Wake up, we're going to be late for church. Hurry up, get up, put your clothes on, go take a shower, hurry up. So everybody ripping and running around the house trying to get dressed for church because they don't want to be late to church. And while they are running around, Grandma was like, we wait on the church van. The church van will be here in like 10 minutes. He say he going to call when you get here. Y'all hurry up, put your clothes on. So everybody ripping and running, trying to hurry up and put the clothes on. All of a sudden, the phone started ringing. Ring. She like, one of y'all answer the phone. And they all like trying to get dressed. Evelyn and India's trying to get dressed. She trying to do her hair. And she like, one of y'all answer the phone. They like, we're trying to get dressed, Grandma. One of y'all go answer the phone. So Evelyn like, oh. So she gets up, she goes downstairs, and the phone is back on the fucking wall, ringing. Grandma. And she just started screaming, Grandma. Blue come rushing down the stairs. What is wrong? She like, did you put the phone back up? And she like, no, what are you talking about? Threw the phone away. She like, no, Grandma, did you put the phone back up? Did you put the phone back right there? And she bends around the corner and see the fucking phone is up. It's back. She bags up. She like looking at the house, looking at her doors, her windows. Like, what the fuck? Did somebody come in the house? Like, who come in the house and put a fucking phone back? It made no sense at all. She just told the girls, you know what? Y'all come on. The phone kept ringing. She didn't even touch the phone. She told India and Evelyn, y'all come on. We're going to sit outside and wait on the church van. Church van pulls up. They get in the car. They get in the van and goes on to church. When they get to church, they have church service at the end of church. Pastor shaking hands on everybody that's going out. And Blue is lagging behind at the end of the line. She's letting everybody go ahead of her. You can go ahead, baby. You can go ahead. I want to talk to the pastor. You can go ahead, baby. Letting everybody go ahead of her. Finally, when everybody had went by and it was her turn to go by, she said, Pastor, I need to talk to you. He said, what's going on, Blue? What's the problem? She said, I bought a phone. I bought a phone from the Goodwill. She said, something's wrong with the phone. And he like, what do you mean? She's like, the phone rings when it's not hooked up. She said, when we pick it up, it sounds like whispering on the other end. We can't tell what it's saying, but it's just whispering on the other end. That phone ring in the house, but don't no other phone in the house ring. She said, I took it off the wall. I unplugged it. I threw it in the trash, and it rung in the trash, Pastor. Pastor jumped back. He said, the phone rung in the trash? She said, yeah, it rung in the trash. You don't believe me? You can ask the girls. India and Evelyn come walking up, looking at the pastor. He like, what's going on with the phone? They're like, I don't know. Somebody keep whispering and calling, and grandma threw the phone away, but the phone's in the house again. And he like, what you mean the phone was in the house again? She said, Pastor, I swear, I took that phone out of my house and threw it in the big ass dumpster on the side of my house. And when we got up this morning, the fucking phone was back on the wall. Pastor said, wait right here, I'll be back. He went to the back. He comes back. He got his coat on. He got his little briefcase. He got his hat. He got everything. He like, come on, I'm going to take y'all home today. You going to check it out, Pastor? He said, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what's going on. So as Pastor getting ready to go out the door, his wife is the first lady of the church. He goes over and tell her, look, Sister Blue is having problems at her house. And I'm going to go over and check it out and see what's going on. Now, the pastor had a daughter. She was like 8. You know what I'm saying? She's standing there with her mama. And he like, Blue them having problems at the house. I need to go over here and check it out. I'll be back. And his daughter was like, I want to go. She grabbed her hand. She said, I want to go, Daddy. He was like, nah, baby, you can't go. This I got to do something, very important, and you can't go. And she was like, please, Daddy, please. And he was like, no. But the mom was like, it shouldn't be a problem. You should let her go. You can go with your daddy. And he was looking at her like, I got something important to happen. She was like, it shouldn't be a problem. Let her go. Fine. So he takes his daughter with him. All of them get in the car, and they drive to Blue house. When they pull up at the house, his daughter is glued to the window in the back seat. She's looking like, wow, this house is so big. And they like looking at the little girl because this house ain't big at all. Like at all, this house ain't big. But the little girl see the house as being big. She's like, ooh, it's so big and pretty. And everyone and them looking at her and everything. And, the pastor was like, yeah, when you pray and you do good, God give you gifts. And this was a gift. This was her house that God gave her. And then the little girl got quiet. And they got ready to get out the car. She said, Daddy. He was like, what, baby? She said, well, you said she did good and God gave her the house, right? And he was like, yeah. And Blue started laughing. India Evan looked at her like, yeah. She was like, so why God put a bad thing in her house? And the pastor stopped before he even got out the car. Good. He stopped and leaned back in his chair and looked at her. He said, what you mean, baby? She said, why God put a bad thing in her house? So Blue looking at her, India, all them looking at her. He like, what bad thing, baby? She like, right down, you don't see it, Daddy? He like, no, baby, what you talking about? She opens up the car door. She gets out. She starts to run towards the house. And he like, wait, baby, wait on me. Slow down. Wait, stop. And she stops and she turns around toward him and she's like waiting on him to come up the steps, and Blue and all them to come up the steps. So as they coming up the steps, it's like she's looking at him, but her eyes is like, and then blood starts to drip from her nose. And he catches her right before she passes out. He rushes her back to the car, fan her, baby, you okay? You okay? Wiping her nose and everything. Blue tell India to run in the house and get some water. India runs in the house, get the water, come back. The pastor's fanning the baby. He wakes her up. She drinks a little water, wipe her nose. She's like, Daddy, what happened? And he was like, you fainted, baby. She's like, fainted? Like, me? And he like, yeah, you. She was like, she couldn't even believe it. He like, yeah, baby, you fainted. Maybe we should go home. And Blue like, please, Pastor, I just need you to come in. It ain't going to take no longer than 5 minutes. Can you just please come in and handle whatever's going on in the house? And the little girl said, the bad thing. And the pastor and Blue and everybody looked at the little girl, and she was like, the bad thing in her house, Daddy, you going to get the bad thing out? And he like, yeah, baby, I'm going to get the bad thing out. So she gets up, he help her up, she stands back up, and she looks at the house again, and she was like, the bad thing in that room right there, Daddy. And everybody looks at the window, they don't see shit, but this little girl sees something. She like, it's in that room right there, Daddy. You got to go in that room and get it. And he looked at her ass, he was like, okay, baby. And, they got ready to go into the house. Before Blue went into the house, the pastor said, let him go in first. He told India and Evelyn and his daughter to stay outside. He like, y'all stay outside. Let me go through the house first. Pastor goes through the house. He comes back. When he comes back to the door, he's sweating, like tons of sweat. He just pouring sweat. And he's like, Blue, I need you in here. Come here right quick. So Blue goes in, and the house is sweltering. It's like the heat is on, like the furnace or something. It's hot as fuck in this house. And she didn't leave it like that. Like the house, the temperature in the house was saying like 105 fucking degrees, when she knows she didn't leave her fucking house like that. But it's hot as shit. Like it's so hot, it's suffocating. You can't even really breathe. It's so hot. So she's like, Pastor, what's going on? And when they looking, he's like, it's something in here. We got to get rid of whatever started everything. And she like the phone. And they look over at the phone and you can see heat waves coming from the fucking phone. Like they can see, it looked real blurry when you looked over in the phone area. Like heat waves was beaming off this fucking phone. So the pastor was like, yeah, that's what it is. And he walks over to grab the phone and that shit burns him. Like burns both hands. Like deep blister type burns the shit out of his hands. He jumped back like, what is going on? He couldn't believe it. She runs upstairs, get her little first aid kit. She comes back, bandaged up his hands. You know what I'm saying? He like, we got to get this phone out of here. She like, how we gonna get it out, Pastor? He opens up his briefcase and he pulls out the shawl that they wear, that has the cross and everything on. He pulls out his shawl and he kind of like double folds it where he can grip the phone. When he gripped the phone with this shawl, it's like it was room temperature. Only on this shawl. If you touched anywhere else on the phone, you will burn the fucking fingerprints off your hands. So he had to snatch that shit off the wall with the shawl that he had around his neck. The whole wall where the phone was looked black, like it had been burned up, like the wall had been burned up right around the damn phone. He grabs the phone. He's taking the phone out of the house. The heat is so hot. Like, it's like this man is standing over a fucking fire trying to walk it out the house, and he's holding it with this damn shawl, and he's trying to walk it out the house. And, she opens the door, like, Blue opens the door for him to go out, and his daughter instantly like, Daddy, let it go. And he like, no, baby, I got to take it out. He coming on out the house with the phone. And she like, let it go. The bad man, Daddy, let it go. And he was like, no, I can't let it go. I got to bring it out. Like he's struggling to like hold on to the phone because it's getting hot. So he's struggling to get this shit out of the fucking house. He finally gets it out of the house and throws the phone into the yard. When he throws it into the yard, the grass catches on fire instantly. Like, woof. Like they might have went through a lit match over into like dead grass. That shit instantly caught fire, like woo, right around the fucking phone. They run in, get water, throw that shit on the wall, throw it out, and like the fire out. And the phone is sitting there, it ain't melted, it ain't burnt, everything is still in fucking tank, it is hot, and the shit is ringing in the front yard. The little girl walked over there, she said, it's the bad thing, Daddy. The bad thing got the phone. So he went into his briefcase. He pulled out some holy water. He walked over by that phone. He started praying. And every time he dropped holy water on the phone, it sizzled like bacon sizzle when when it hit a pan. It just sizzled like it was just burning the holy water up off that sheet. He stopped with the drip. He just turned the bottle upside down and just poured it all over the phone. And eventually, the phone sounded like it was put out of fire, like. And then he walked away from it, and he prayed. They prayed around the phone, and the little girl was just like standing there. They was in a circle praying around the phone, but the little girl wasn't focused on the phone. She was just looking up. She just kept staring up, and the pastor noticed how she was looking up, and then he noticed her head was like moving. And then she eventually like turned around while they were still praying, and she looked back and she was like, Daddy, the bad thing gone. And he was like, where'd it go? She was like, it gone. It went through there, and then it disappeared. It gone, Daddy. And the pastor looked at Blue and told Blue it was gone. But he told Blue he didn't recommend she bring that phone back in her house. She loved antique shit. He understand. But he told her, you can clearly buy you a brand new one. Don't bring this phone back into your damn house. He left the phone with her. She threw the phone into the dumpster. That shit never rung again in the trash. Trash man showed up 2 days later, took the phone on with them. Don't nobody know what a phone is. All we know, the phone got taken with the trash people. So somebody could have seen it in the trash when they dumped it. It was like, oh, that's a new phone. It's a nice little phone. It's old, retro. Ain't no telling what a fucking phone is. But Blue them ain't got to deal with that shit no more. And that was your first story of the night. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, and meet me back here in 3 minutes to start the second story of the night. And don't forget to go over and tip your auntie. Because if you like the stories, tip your bartender. That's me. And then I got some of my family members that still ain't closed the door. Please go over and close the door as well. Greatly appreciated, loves. Okay. Blue, India, and Evelyn, I hope you guys loved your story. Sweet Tea told me I ain't answering no more phone calls. I mean, okay. So yes, that was y'all first story of the night. Y'all get two more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Yeah. So let me see if I got any cash app tips to let my moderators know. No, I don't have any cash app tips, moderators. So yeah. Hey Marcus. I have a date with Tasha Sally Tasha. Well, be careful. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Let me see. Thank you, Chastain. Oh, thank you for the birthday gift, Sean. I didn't even know I got that. I just saw that. Thank you, Sean. Sean won't die. Oh, so loving, so loving. Thank you, guys. All righty, guys. We're about to go ahead and start the next story of the night. Thank you, Marcus. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and give me them thumbs, give me them thumbs, give me them thumbs. It's okay, Miss D. Go ahead and give me those thumbs, people. Hey, Gemini. Hey, Lavonia. Hey, Kwana. Thank you, Kwana. Check. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus is alive and kicking, y'all. Meek man, Marcus, where you go? Where we going? Okay, Tasha, get his ass. Marcus, you started this. Just to let you know, you started this. So, all right, guys. Time for the next story of the night. Our second story has Sookie, Tay Baby, and Sweet Lime. Sookie, Tay Baby, and Sweet Lime. Did I get it? Do I go today? It's okay, Carolyn. You'll get time to do it again. Okay, Big D, go ahead, Tasha. Go on and get him, Tasha. I'm here listening. This county class is kicking my butt. You got it though. You got it though, Lavonia. You got it. We got faith in you, baby. You got faith in you. You got it. You gonna run that shit, and then y'all can all say your auntie finances. Gotta close my eyes, but I'll be listening. Okay, Gemini, that's fine. All right, guys. So, like I said, your story has Sookie, Tay Baby, and Sweet Lime. What the hell is Sookie? I seen Tay Baby. They go Tay Baby. Yeah. Sweet Lime, where you at? What the hell is Sookie? Sookie, not ANT. She's not answering calls. Oh, really? Okay. See, people be think I be playing with them. I don't be playing. I ain't got time for the games. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't got time for the games. Excuse me 1 second. Mm-hmm. 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 Are we playing games? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to hunt my family members down like this. They do so much. They make me do this type of stuff. I be telling y'all, y'all don't show up, I'm gonna hunt for your ass. And I wasn't even playing. I hunt, I hunt for that ass. Mm, 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 mm. Wait. Oh, y'all got time, do y'all? Yeah, she definitely pulling the move. So, okay. So I guess Suki is not living at this point. Let me go ahead and let her know. Okay. Yeah, have to do that for my family members, y'all. That's why I be telling y'all to follow me on Instagram. That way, when your ass don't show up for class, I'll hunt you down. Okay. She'll reach out. Let me go. Saying I got to do all of this. Very much so. Okay. 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 All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna handle that in a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this second story. It has Tay Baby, Sweet Lime, and Suki. All right. So here we go. Yeah, she in a whole lot of trouble. So here we go. Suki and Sweet Lime and Tay all decided to go to the lake house. Their family had a lake house. Family used to go, but for some strange reason, something happened in the family that caused everybody to stop going to the lake house. The lake house is like this big ass house that all the families would meet, all the family members would meet up at, and they would, have like family dinners and stuff like that. Just, like a place for the whole family to go out and enjoy. So as they got older, they, started going to the lake house by themselves. Some family members went by themselves, the younger generation. Then the older generation would go by themselves. So this particular time, it was Suki, Tay Baby, and Sweet Lime wanted to go for like spring break. They didn't have any other places to really go because everything was packed. Hotels were sold out. Miami, wherever they tried to go, someplace good, everything was really sold out, or it was extremely fucking high. So they decided, let's just go to the lake house. I mean, we got the lake house in the family. Let's just go to the lake house. And they thought that would be an awesome idea. So they reached out to the family members, the last family members to stay at the lake house, which was a while ago, like a few years ago, and asked them could they get the keys to the lake house. And this family member was like, why? Because we want to go hang out at the house. And the family member was like, I don't think you should go to the lake house. I don't think, that'll be a good place for y'all to do y'all spring break. Y'all can do y'all spring break somewhere else. And they like, no, everything else is expensive. That's already sold out. Like, we ain't got nowhere else to go. And we do not want to sit in the damn house for spring break. Let us get the keys to the lake house. And the family member just kept saying, no, I don't think you should go, find somewhere else to go. But then, Slicky Tay Baby and Sweet Line started reaching out to other family members, talking about this family member is holding on to the key like it's they lake house, and, she won't give us the keys. She treating it like it's hers. And some of the family was like, don't go. Just leave it alone. Find somewhere else. But they was like, no, that's our fucking lake house too. It's the family's lake house. So we should be able to go wherever the fuck we want to go. A lot of the family was like, don't do it, don't worry about it, find somewhere else to go. But the younger generation of the family was like, she can't do that shit. It ain't just hers. That's everybody. She can't just pick and choose who she let go. Like, ain't nobody been up there in a long time. Like, she can't do that. So the younger generation pretty much had they back with them being able to go up there. But a lot of the older family was like, I don't think you should go. Fine, we want to go. We've already talked to everybody. Everybody said we can get the keys. It's the family goddamn lake house. We should be able to go. So this family member got tired of arguing with other family members, like the younger generation that was screaming about what wasn't fair and how people was trying to take over shit that didn't belong to them, and other family members being involved. It just became a big argument. So this family member that was holding on to the key was like, fuck it. Take the motherfucking key, gone up to the goddamn lake house. It's your responsibility. All right, fine. We'll come pick the keys up. Because the argument got so big, this family member didn't want them to come to her fucking house. So she told them she'll put the keys in the envelope in her mailbox and they can pick the damn keys up from there. Like, okay, whatever. So Slicky Tay Baby, Sweet Line, they got all their stuff together, rented them a van, put all their stuff in the van, went over to this family member house, looked in the mailbox, the keys was in the mailbox. In the envelope, they took the envelope, just put it in the purse, and drove to the lake house. When they get to the lake house, they pulling out the keys to get ready to go inside the lake house, and they pull the envelope out and they look at the envelope, and the family member was saying, "I tried to warn you." That's what was written on the envelope. I tried to warn you, and the keys was on the inside. So of course, when Slicky looks at it, she like, oh, and this bitch being dramatic. Somebody tried to warn you. Like, look at this shit. And she passed the envelope around. Tay Baby and Sweet Line thought the shit was funny. Like, oh, yeah, she doing the most, honey. Somebody, she tried to warn us. Warn us against shit. Warn us against what? Like, this is the family house. The fuck is she talking about warning us? Like, she gonna what? She gonna come up here and do something because we got the fucking key? Like, I wish she would bring her ass up here and do something. We'll beat the hell out of her right here in front of this damn family cabin. So, they were just like, whatever. Took the key, ripped the envelope, took the keys out, threw the envelope down, went on and unlocked the door. When they unlocked the door, ain't nobody been in this cabinet so long. Everything like dusty, cobwebs, all that shit. So they walk in, they like, damn, it's real. Like, damn, we got to clean up before we bring all our stuff in. Like, oh, man. Like, don't nobody come up here and keep up this shit. Like, it's a fucking family fucking lake house. Like, you would think somebody would come up here and make sure everything works and shit ain't too dirty, you know what I'm saying? But they took their ass in there, grabbed the broom, started cleaning the cobweb down, sweeping and all that stuff. It took them about 3 hours to get the damn house back up to what they felt was comfortable. Once they got through doing that, they went out to the car, went to the van, got all their bags and stuff, brought it in, locked the door, chose their room. This is a big fucking lake house. Like, this lake house can hold like 2-3 families. This house is so fucking big. So they go upstairs and pick whatever room they wanted to sleep in. Everybody go, turn the shower on, had lit the shower run for down there 30 minutes just to get some hot water in the pipes because ain't nobody ran the water up there in so long. So they up there, getting the shower, bringing in the groceries that they brought, setting that stuff up, everything the way they want to set up. So it gets later on in the evening, everybody done got in the shower, they in the kitchen cooking tacos, like, we're going to eat tacos tonight, girl, gonna watch us some TV, we're going to chill. So that was the plan. So Slicky and Tay Baby in the kitchen, cooking the tacos and shit, and she tells Sweet Line to get the shells out and toast them, like put them in the oven so they can be all soft, like soft, warm tacos. So she takes the shells and she put them in the oven, and she turns the oven on, and she walks off. When she come back, she takes the oven out, and the pan ain't even hot. And they like, what the fuck? She like, I turned the stove on for it to be hot. Like, is something wrong with the pilot? So she goes to put her head in the stove, and you can feel heat. Or you can get your head all the way, and you can feel heat, but the pan cold as shit. Like, what the fuck? So Slicky was like, fuck it, take it off the pan, just put them in there on the rack. Just put them in there on the rack. So she put them in there on the rack, and this time they did get hot. You know what I'm saying? She pulled them out. They had little lines in them from the rack and shit. Sat them down. They made they tacos. Everybody put the little meat and stuff with all they wanted in their taco. Grabbed up something to drink. Went to the living room and sat down. All three of them sitting down eating stuff. While they eating, they hear the pan that's the top that's on the ground beef like pick up and sit down like somebody just pick the top up and sat it back down. So all three of them look back in the kitchen. They don't see shit. They look at each other. First thing comes out of the baby mouth is, I probably didn't put the top on. Good, that's probably what it was. Okay. Cause bitch, I was finna leave you in here if it was some dumb shit going on. They making jokes. I said I would have ran all up out of this motherfucker, left you by yourself, girl. They laughing about it, but they still eating and stuff, watching TV. While they watching TV, the kitchen is like behind them, so the light and everything is behind them, and they watching TV and shit. And then the light like it starts to get weak, like the bulb get weak. It go from being bright to like dim, and then it gets bright and dim, and it got bright. So they saw the light flicking like that. So Sookie gets up, she goes over, she was like, y'all remember when the light used to do this shit? She goes over to the light switch, and she hits it down like hard as shit, like bow. And then she slaps it up, bow, and then the light just comes on bright. It didn't do it no more, it just came on bright. And they started laughing like, girl, I ain't did that shit in so long to make the light work. Like, man, this cabin bring back so many memories. And they were just sitting there eating and talking and everything. And it was like, girl, you remember your little boyfriend who stayed down the street? We used to only see when we came to the motherfucking cabin. And Sick was like, don't bring it up. Do not bring up Joshua. They was like, oh yeah, her sweet line was like, Joshua. Oh, Joshua. And Sick was like, God, man, we were real little when that happened. Leave me alone. They were like, you ain't went to go check on Joshua? You ain't been talking to Joshua? She like, God, man, no, I ain't been talking to no Joshua. Y'all know Joshua was puppy love. While they discussing this, a glass breaks in the kitchen. They turn around, look back. The fuck? They all jump, get up, sit their plate down, jump over the back of the couch, walks into the kitchen, and it's a glass broke right there in the floor. So they looking around like, where the fuck did the glass come from? Did one of y'all leave a glass on the counter? I don't know. Could have, probably. We were cooking. I don't know. Probably did. Like, probably just, I don't know. Well, why? One of y'all sat it on the edge and fell. Like, girl, we were cooking. We were just hungry, trying to eat. I don't know what the fuck. So they clean the glass up, dump it in the trash. Y'all done eat? You through eat? You want any more? Slicker was like, I'm gonna get one more. Just leave me a little bit out and make me one more. Tay baby was like, she fine. So Sweet Line decided to take out just a little bit of ground beef and stuff for Slicker to make her another one, and she decided to put all the food up in the refrigerator. So the only thing that's left on the counter is a little bowl with some ground beef in it and cheese on top of the ground beef and whatever she was gonna put on her, taco. All that was in this little bowl sitting on the counter. Everything else was put up. They put up everything else. So they sitting there talking and everything, Sweet Line and Tay Baby through eat their food. They got their plates sitting on the table. They just talking with Sookie. And Sookie, just ate the last little bit of her taco, and they was laughing and shit. And Sookie was like, well, y'all want anything out of the kitchen? Because I'm finna go make my last taco. And they was like, nah, bring the bottle of wine back with you. And she like, okay, cool. She gets up. She get ready to go in the kitchen. She like, wow, that was real fucked up. And they like, what? She like, really? I told y'all I gonna eat another motherfucking taco, and y'all gonna put up everything like that? And they're like, we didn't put up everything. Your fucking ground beef and shit is right there on the counter. She like, bitch, ain't nothing on this fucking counter. What are you talking about? So they get up and they go look, and sure as shit, the bowl ain't on the counter no fucking more. She like, y'all really just gonna put up all the fucking food, make it cold when y'all already heard me say I was gonna make another taco. They like, we didn't put the fucking food up, Sookie. I'm telling you, man, we left you outside to make your damn taco. So Sookie goes over to, get the wine out the refrigerator. She opens up the wine, and the fucking bowl of food of ground beef and shit is in the refrigerator. She like, wow, so this bowl, this was the bowl y'all left me with my food? And they were like, yeah. So how did it get in the fucking refrigerator if y'all left it out for me? Sweet Line like, we left the shit right there. We didn't put it in the fucking refrigerator. Okay, so y'all bitches got jokes. Y'all think it's funny. No, we not fucking laughing. We didn't put it in the fucking refrigerator. Whatever. She takes it out of the refrigerator, puts it in the microwave so she can warm up her meat and stuff. And, she goes and get her cup so she can put some more wine in it. She put the wine in it. She goes back to the table, sit her cup down, get in a bottle of wine, come back, and bing! She goes over to the microwave, and the bowl ain't in the fucking microwave. She like, the fuck? Y'all took my food out the microwave. No. No, we ain't took shit out the microwave. Did I take it out and sit it there? The fuck, man? Why is everything moving in this motherfucker? They like, what are you talking about? Everybody move shit, girl. Just look. You probably just done misplaced it. I know I put it in the fucking microwave. Then y'all just hear the bell go off? Okay. She goes over to the refrigerator. Food back in the fucking refrigerator. She like, hell nah. So what do y'all put my food back in the refrigerator? Now they like, okay, Suki, you playing too fucking much. Ain't nobody put your food in the refrigerator. What are you talking about? I put my food in the microwave. I brought my goddamn cup out here with the wine, and I come back and my food in the microwave. So why the fuck are y'all playing? We not playing. What are you talking about? You know what? Y'all play too fucking much. I ain't even hungry no more. Suki get mad. I'm going to bed. She goes upstairs to go to bed and leave Sweet Lime and Tay Baby downstairs. And they like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Ain't nobody even been in the kitchen to touch nothing like that shit. She tripping for no fucking reason. And then the light starts to get weak again. And they like, you know what? Just turn the fucking light off. We going to bed. They turn the light off and go into their rooms. Go to bed. Wake up the next morning, come downstairs. Suki cooking breakfast all by herself. She got her cooking breakfast. So Sweet Lime and Sweet Lime and Tay Baby come downstairs. They like, good morning, Suki. She like, mm-hmm. They're like, damn, you still mad about them tacos? Like, is it really that fucking serious? She like, I'm just saying, y'all don't have to lie like nobody lied, Suki. We never touched the fucking food. All right, well, I'm cooking breakfast for everybody. Y'all want some or no? Hell yeah, we want breakfast, bitch. We just woke up. Yes, we want breakfast. Okay, well, get the orange juice out. Make everybody some orange juice. You know what I'm saying? Get the plates, sit them out so I can go ahead and make everybody a plate. Bet. So Sweet Line goes over to the refrigerator, get the orange juice, go get 3 glasses out the cabinet, go into the living room, sit the 3 glasses down, pour orange juice up for everybody, bring the orange juice back, put it in the refrigerator. Tay Baby gets the plates, sit them down on the table by Suki, so Suki can just turn around and put food on the plates. And she goes on to the living room, she sits down. When she goes to the living room, sit down, she like, Sweet Line, what the fuck is going on? And Sweet Line like, what you talking about? She like, bitch, how you gonna only give yourself juice and not give us none? And she like, what the fuck are you talking about? I poured juice for everybody. Really? Well, why the fuck is it 2 empty glasses and 1 full glass in this bitch? Like you only pour orange juice for yourself. What? She comes back in there and look, and sure shit, these glasses are clean. Like she don't put orange juice in the fucking glasses. She like, hell nah, I know I poured orange juice in them glasses. Well, bitch, we don't have no orange juice, so you had to drink it up. So Sweet Line goes back into the kitchen. She gets the orange juice. She comes back. She's pouring orange juice in everybody's glass now. But by the time she get through pouring Suki glass and she picks the orange juice up, she like, you see, you got orange juice, I got orange juice, Suki got orange juice. All of a sudden, you hear Suki in the kitchen like, see, y'all fucking playing again. What the fuck? What are you talking about? They go in there and the plates ain't on the table. She like, I'm standing here trying to put the fucking food on the plates and the goddamn plate. Hey, babe, I thought I told you to take the plates out. She like, bitch, I set them plates right down the table. Well, why they ain't here now? I promise you. Sweet Line, like, I don't know. I was pouring orange juice that never fucking showed up. Like, man, something is going on in this goddamn house, Suki. Like, something ain't right. Suki, like, y'all playing too fucking much. Get the plates out the goddamn cabinet. So, Sweet Line get the plates out the cabinet. Her and Tay Baby standing there with the plates in their hand. So they got one, they got a plate apiece, and it's a plate on the table for Suki. So Suki making their plates, they just standing there holding their plates. She put grits and eggs and sausage and bacon and toast on everybody's plate. She like, all right, y'all, you want some extra? No, I'm good. They turn around, all 3 of them turn around with their plate to go into the kitchen, to the living room and sit down and eat breakfast. And the fucking orange juice glasses are gone. And they like, what the fuck? Sweet Line like, I know. She set her plate down. Something is fucking weird in here. Like, something is really fucking weird. And Suki like, where's the orange juice? Tay Baby like, she poured the fucking orange juice in 3 glasses. All 3 of the fucking glasses of orange juice is gone. Just the whole glass. Not the orange juice, the whole fucking glass of orange juice. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, something's not right, y'all. Something's not making no fucking sense. What is going on? What is going on? Suki set her plate down. She looks back into the kitchen. All 3 of the glasses of orange juice is sitting on the fucking table in the kitchen. Suki like, hell no. I know I didn't walk past them fucking glasses of orange juice. And they like, where? And they turn around and they see the fucking glasses of orange juice lined up on the fucking table. Like, Bruh, hell no, bro. No, them fucking glasses one day at first. So now they getting creeped out like, who the fuck is moving shit? Everybody got this serious look on their face like, I'm not doing that. I didn't do that shit. I didn't do it. So Sookie goes over, get everybody orange juice, give them their orange juice. They sit down, they start to eat breakfast. They watching TV, eating breakfast. Then you hear the shower come on upstairs. What the fuck? Did one else have the shower on? No, bitch, we sitting right here eating breakfast with you. They turn the TV off. They hear the fucking shower's on. They get up. Like, man, what the fuck? Did nobody come in the house? They get up, they go upstairs to the bathroom, and the shower just on. Ain't nobody in it. The shower just on. Hot water. Scalding hot water. Like, you can see steam in this fucking bathroom. Like, what the fuck is going on? So they turn the water off and they go back downstairs. Now everybody breakfast is gone. The juice, the plate, all that shit is gone. Like, bruh, what the fuck is going on around here? They rush downstairs. They grabs the door. The doors are locked. They checking windows. Everything is locked. Like, what the fuck is going on? They rush into the kitchen to see their plates are in the sink. The glasses are in the sink. There's no food or no orange juice in these fucking plates and glasses. What the fuck? Go over to the trash. All their food is in the trash. Like somebody just scraped the plates and put them in the sink. The fuck? No, this ain't right. This is not right. Like, I don't like Sookie, like, I don't want to be here no more. Like, something's not right about this shit. Something's not right. So Tay Baby was like, wait a minute. She picks up her phone, swallows her pride, and she reaches out to the family member that had the keys last. The same bitch that told them, I warned you. They call, she don't answer. They call, she don't answer. Because they beefing. So she don't want to talk to them at this point. Like, what the fuck, man? So Sookie was like, I got an idea. So Sookie goes through like a WhatsApp type shit and spoof her number and call his family member. And the family member picks up the phone like, hello? And she was like, don't hang up, don't hang up. I really need to talk to you. I really need to talk to you. Please don't hang up. Please don't hang up. And the family member was like, who is this? And she like, it's me, Sookie. Dana, please don't hang up. Please don't hang up. And the family member was like, what do you want? Like, you and I already caused enough fucking drama. What do you want? And she like, okay, so I got the keys out of your mailbox and I got the envelope. What did you mean when you put on the envelope, I warned you? She was like, why are you asking? I just want to know. Like, I'm just curious what it meant with, like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you telling us not to do something? Like, what the fuck? She was like, I've been told y'all not to do something, but what is it to you? And she was like, you told her, you put on this fucking envelope, I warned y'all. You warned us against what? She was like, why are you asking? I just want to know what's going on. And his family member was like, experiencing crazy shit in the house, huh? And instantly, she puts her phone, Sookie put her phone on speakerphone. And the family member was like, I tried to tell y'all didn't want to fucking listen though. And then you hear Tay Baby say, what are you talking about? And she like, who is that? Tay Baby? I know that ain't Tay Baby. All that shit she had to say about me. And Sookie like, stop. Please. We're not trying to argue. We just want to know what the fuck is going on. And the family member was like, I shouldn't tell y'all shit. Y'all got everything started. Now we arguing in the fucking family about that house. I wish they would have got rid of that fucking house. Okay, calm down. Take a breath. We understand you pissed off. What the fuck? What did you warn us against? Family member, take a deep breath. Like, I shouldn't tell y'all shit. Okay, we understand you shouldn't tell us shit. We appreciate you telling us what you finna tell us. Can you please tell us? So the family member was like, it's a reason ain't nobody been to the fucking house in 3 years. Okay? I remember, we were little. I think the last time we came here is when I was like 14, 15 years old. And this relative was like, yeah, Sookie, y'all was about that age when we stopped going. Sookie was like, I don't remember why, though. I just remember, we just stopped going. I remember one year, the next year, I asked where we going, and everybody was like, no, we're not going to the lake house. And I didn't understand why. I mean, I never did ask any more questions besides them saying, no, we weren't going. She was like, yeah, it's a reason. It's a reason that, none of the family really goes to the lake house. What's going on? Because we don't know. And it's been weird shit. And she was like, what kind of weird shit? Well, dishes are breaking on their own. Lights are flickering on and off. Food is disappearing and throwing itself in the trash. Orange juice is repouring itself in jugs. All kind of crazy shit. Like, what the fuck? And she was like, the family member just started laughing. She was like, I tried to tell y'all that shit was creepy, but y'all didn't want to fucking listen. They was like, you never told us the shit was creepy. You just didn't want us to get the key, like it was all your lake house. And she was like, see, and that is what the argument came in about. She was like, nah, it ain't about it being my lake house. I've been trying to protect all y'all little kids because I knew y'all wasn't going to remember none of the shit that went on in that fucking cabin and y'all was going to want to go back up there. We've been trying to sell that shit and we can't get rid of the cabin for some strange reason. I don't even know why y'all mom and dad was so down with y'all coming to the fucking cabin like they don't remember what happened at the cabin. And Tay Baby and Sookie, numbers looking at each other like, the fuck happened at the cabin? Like, do you remember? Like, I was 15, bitch. I should remember something. Like, I don't remember shit. And the family member, like, you wouldn't remember. Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't I fucking remember? Because we did a lot so y'all wouldn't remember. The fuck? Y'all did a lot so we wouldn't remember. So who wouldn't remember? None of the little kids. Okay, I'm getting kind of fucking creeped out. What is going on? She like, are y'all still at the cabin at the lake house? Yes, we is. She said, I suggest you pack your shit up and come to my house. What do you mean? We got 3 more nights here. You don't want to stay there 3 more nights. You don't want to do 1 more night in that motherfucking cabin. You better get your shit together and get on up out of there as soon as possible. She just don't want us to have a fucking lake house. Okay, you stay there any longer, shit just gonna get worse. All right. We're gonna pack our stuff and leave. That'll be best and bring the keys back to me. Sookie hung up the phone. Tay Baby like, hell nah, that bitch just want the fucking cabin back. Ain't shit going on up here. Make us remember. How the fuck they can stop us from remembering something? We were damn near grown when we were little like that. I ain't believing that shit. We staying here. Sookie looked at Tay Baby, you sure, man? Because shit is kind of weird. Like, man, it just was probably the wind with the fucking glass falling and shit. One of us probably put the food up and don't remember putting the food up. I mean, we were drinking wine. So we probably been doing this shit just scaring ourselves. Like, man, that bitch is some bullshit. Fuck that. Don't worry about that. We gonna stay. Okay. So they decided to stay. They there and they eating leftover tacos from the night before and phone rings. And it's this family member. She like, why y'all ain't made it here yet? And Tay Baby snatched the phone and said, we decided to stay. Because we don't think nothing wrong with the damn lake house. We just think you don't want us to have a lake house. This family member started to giggle hard as shit. Oh, really? That what you think? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So, have fun. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. Have fun. And they like, we will. Tay Baby like, we will. Click. Sookie like, you think you should have done that, man? Like, she sounded serious when I talked to her earlier. Man, bitches don't want to have a fucking lake house, man. Fuck that shit. Come on, man. Let's go out to the lake. Bet. So they get up and they go out to the lake. Take their little towels and chairs and shit. Go out there and sit by the lake and shit. Started to get dark. They still just chilling out there drinking wine, talking shit. It's time for them to get ready to go in. So they started packing up their fucking chairs and everything getting ready to go in, and all of a sudden they look up and they see somebody looking out the window at them. And they like, who the fuck is in the house? Somebody done broke in the house. So they rush to the back door, go into the house, run upstairs to this room, and there's nobody in the fucking room. Now they like, somebody in the fucking house. Check every room. They got mouse tattoos because these girls ain't crazy. So they checking every room like TJ Hooker or some goddamn body. They checking every room and they couldn't find shit. So they all sitting downstairs with their mouse tattoos on the table and shit. Like, man, somebody looked like they was in the fucking house. Tay Baby like, it looked like somebody was looking down on us, man, like from the top window. I know, right? Like, this shit is weird. And all of a sudden they start to hear cackling, not like a laugh, like a cackle, like, like loud as shit in the house. So they jump up and they look upstairs and you just see a shadow go through the hallway, like from one room to the next. Oh shit, man! Somebody is in the fucking house. I thought you checked that room, Sookie. I did check the fucking room. What nobody in there, man? I'm finna have to send somebody ass home, man. Like y'all tripping. So everybody pick up their mouse tattoos. They go upstairs and they check. They look around and they don't see nobody in neither room, like neither side, neither room. They ain't see nobody. So they go back downstairs and they was like, I know I seen somebody upstairs. Like, yeah, I seen the shadow too. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this shit ain't making no sense, bro. Who the fuck is walking around upstairs in the shadow, like a fucking shadow like that? Man, Tay Baby like, man, nobody walking in the fucking shadow. Y'all just calm down. We gonna be straight and we gonna get up out of here. Tay Baby, you hear that? You hear that, bro? Somebody finna run down them fucking steps, bro. Bro, we gotta go. We gotta go. And they instantly jump up, grab their master tube, grab their bag, everything that was right there in the front, grab that shit, ran straight out the front door, jumped in the car. When they jump in the car and pull off, Sookie instantly get on the phone, calling this family member back. She just sending that shit to voicemail. Every time they call, voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. Fuck that. Go to her house. Pull up at her fucking house. Tay baby push all the way back to this relative house. They get to the relative house. They run up on the front door, beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Their family member comes to the door and look out the window and see it's them. She standing in the window for a minute and she laughed. Ha! What the fuck you doing here? Open the fucking door, man. No, I thought y'all was staying. Why are y'all at my house? Open the fucking door. Sookie like, please, we need to talk to you. Tay baby, stop. Please, we need to talk to you. She opened up the door and she looks at Sookie. She looks at Tay baby. Tay baby roll her eye. She look at Sweet Line. Sweet Line just like smoking a cigarette. Tell her, Sookie, tell her. Sookie like, okay, can you come outside? Because I don't want to talk to you in front of, your family. Can you come on outside? So she looks back at her family. She's like, I'll be back. It's Sookie now. What the hell they doing over here? I'll be back. She come outside and she was like, all right, I'm ready to listen. I want to hear what you got to say. What the fuck happened at the goddamn house? What are you talking about? So this family member say, y'all remember Joshua? Everybody would start there think, Joshua? What was he, a family member? Like, no, y'all used to play with him when we used to go to the lake house. Joshua. Oh, Sookie was like, you talking about Sookie boyfriend Joshua. Oh, you talking about the love birds. And Sookie was like, gone, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. We don't, I told you, you're not my boyfriend. All this stuff. And the family member was like, yeah, the one that Sookie was in love with. Okay. And she looks at them like, y'all really don't remember, huh? And they're like, no, what the fuck? What happened? She was like, well, we came to the lake house. The whole family came to the lake house like we usually do. She said, when we got there, of course, Joshua couldn't wait to see Sookie. Couldn't wait for all y'all to get there, actually, because he was like the only kid that really stayed in that area. So when y'all showed up, he was super excited about, all the kids being there. They were like, okay, we remember Joshua. Yeah. Say, you remember the last time we were here, Joshua came over. He helped to take everything, get a house. And, we condoned when we caught him and Sookie kissing in the bathroom. You remember your uncle got mad when they caught him and told him to get outside? Yeah, we remember that. Okay, so you remember when your uncle put Josh out that night when he came in the house to play with y'all and we put him out that night, told him to go home. Yeah, we remember that. You don't remember nothing else? No, what the fuck? She looks at Sookie. Sookie, you don't remember? Sookie like, no, I don't remember what. She was like, y'all don't remember Josh dying in the house? Y'all don't remember that? Huh? What? Sookie like, hell, what? No, Joshua didn't die. No, he didn't. He didn't die. And this family member was looking at their ass like confused as shit. Like, y'all really don't remember? No, that boy ain't dead. They were laughing about the shit. That boy ain't dead. I remember we left that boy. He was in the yard when we pulled off. And this family member was like, no. Y'all don't remember going to the funeral? What funeral? No. Come on, now you lying. She like, no, y'all really don't remember that shit? No, we don't remember. We won't remember going to a funeral. Sookie starting to cry. Joshua ain't dead. He ain't dead. We saw him before we left. Family member pulls out her phone. She calls up another family member. She tells this family member that the girls are there and they don't remember. This family member said, well, we must have did a damn good job at helping them forget. Well, the girls are older now and they don't remember and they confused as shit and they need to know what's going on. So this family member was like, who all there? She like, Sookie here, Tay baby, Sweet Line. Oh, Sookie baby, you don't remember? Sookie like, no, I don't fucking remember. Can y'all just tell me what happened? Family said, well, y'all was all in the house playing and it was getting late, so we told Joshua to go home. Said Joshua left, so we locked all the doors and everything and everybody got in the bed. Said your uncle woke up in the middle of the night because he heard a noise. So when he got up, he came upstairs to check on the kids to see if y'all was good. He said he went in the room where Sweet Lime and two of their cousins was. They were fine. Went into another room where Tay Baby and like three other cousins were. They were fine. When he went into the room where Suki and the other two baby cousins were, he saw a shadow of somebody like leaning over Suki. And this uncle seen this shit and he backs out. He don't even say nothing. He just backs out. He goes downstairs and get his mouse tool and he come back. When he come back, this person is physically on top of Suki at this point. Like Suki laying on the bed, this person is straddling her, like got both knees on the side of her legs, arms on the side of her shoulder, like over her. And the uncle's like, who the fuck are you? And the person looks back, but it's so dark in the room. The person looks back and tries to jump off of Suki to run, and the uncle let it loose, like 3 shots, boom, boom, boom. And the boy hit the floor. Like blood went everywhere. The boy, Uncle turned the lights on and he see it's Joshua. He runs over, flip Joshua over. Joshua spitting up blood. He's coughing. He like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry. I don't want to die. Please call my mama, please. And he just sat there like begging and pleading. And the family had to come get Suki because all the kids had jumped up from the gunshots. Everybody jumped up and ran over there. And the kids seen Joshua. They were screaming, oh my God, Joshua. They were crying. The uncle was sitting over there crying. He like, I didn't know. And he's holding Joshua like, get his mama. I didn't know. Somebody called 911. But Joshua ended up dying right there in the arms, in the room, right there in front of Suki and all the other kids. It was very traumatic for the children. A lot of the kids had to have therapy. It took Suki a long time to like let go of that shit, to forget, like damn near forget this shit even happened. They had no fucking idea. They couldn't remember none of that had happened. And when the family member said that, it was like instantly Suki like, no. He was there. He was standing in the yard when we got ready to leave. He told me bye. He waved. And they just like, baby, it's impossible for him to be able to do that. He was dead. Suki, Tay Baby, and Sweetline all swore on their life that when the van pulled off for them to leave the lake house that last time, they saw Joshua in the yard waving goodbye to them. And they didn't even recall him being killed. None of that shit. And they was like, after it happened, when they went up to the lake house the next time, some of the smaller kids was coming to the adults saying it's a boy in their room and he's sitting in the corner crying. And the kids were getting scared because this boy would just pop up any fucking area and cry, like moan and cry, and scared the shit out of the kids. So the family decided to stop going up there because it was too much. They felt like it may bring what happened back to the kids, and then the children are saying, the babies are saying they seeing shit, so they stopped going up there. Suki, Sweetline, and Tay Baby could not believe that shit. They was like, no, you're lying, and the family member was like, all right, hold on. So the family member texted somebody in the family, and then she sent a message to the family member he was talking to. Family member opened up the message, and it was the little boy's little obituary thing, little program that they give you at the funeral. And it had his picture on it. It had his death date and everything, which was the exact same day they remember the last time, in the year, they remember being at the fucking lake house. And Suki just stared at the fucking phone like, no, that couldn't have happened. And they told him like, that's what happened. Suki was like, fuck that then. She was upset. They was upset. They got in the car. The family member said, can I get the key back to the lake house? Suki said, no, I'm going back. What? After what I just told you? Yeah, I'm going back. Tay Baby said, I'm not. Drop me off at the house. Suki looked back. You ain't gonna go back with me? Nope, I'm going to the house. Drop me off at the house. Sweetline said, I'll go with you. She like, I just want to go up there and see. Tay Baby said, drop me off at the house. They dropped Tay Baby off, and Sweetline and Suki went back up there. When they got back up there, all the lights in the lake house was on. Suki looked up at the window. She could see a shadow on the wall, like somebody's walking around in a room up there. She looks at Sweetline like, I don't want to go in there. I really don't. I'm scared. Suki like, I'm scared too, but I need to see for myself. All right, I got your back. Let go, cuz. So Suki go into the house first. Sweetline come in behind her. She pushed the door closed with her back. And Suki's like, Joshua, are you here? Don't nobody say nothing. Joshua, are you here? And then the light in the kitchen starts to like dim and get bright. And then it goes out. And instantly, like, Sweetline started to freak out, like, man, what the fuck? Why the lights turn on? She turns around, flick, 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 flick. Why the fucking lights go out? And all of a sudden, the lights come back on, and you can see like a shadow, a silhouette of a person sitting over to the left on some stairs with heads down like this. And she like, Joshua? And you can see the silhouette kind of move like it held their head up. And she was just like, I'm so sorry, Joshua. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know you were here. I didn't remember what happened. Like, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And it's like the silhouette stands up on the steps and it turns towards Suki. And Sweet Lime at this point is turning the door knob, trying to get the fucking door open. And Suki is standing there and the silhouette like reaches out his arm. And Suki like walk kind of close and Sweet Line slap on the back of the neck like, bitch, don't go over there. What the fuck is wrong with you? This ain't Ghost. The hell is wrong with you? He ain't over there to give you no love, bitch. You better stay your ass right here. And she like, stop, for real, stop. She walks a little closer and, the silhouette put his arm down and she looks and then Sweet Lime is like turning. She gets the door open a little bit and she like, come on, Suki, it's time to go. And Suki was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't remember. I should have remembered. I'm so sorry. And then she felt like this cold breeze go past her. And Sweet Line felt the cold breeze go past her while she was standing in the doorway. They said the cold breeze had a smell. It had like I don't know how to describe it, but they described it as the smell a baseball glove have when you get through oiling it up and you know what I'm saying, try to break it in. She said that's the smell that went past them with this breeze. And she said Suki just looked back and she was just like, that was him. I could smell it. That was him. And Sweet Lime was just like, okay, let's go. And Suki was like, I gotta turn the lights off and everything. I don't want to get in trouble. And all the lights in the house go off. Sweet Lime like, okay. So that's handled. Let's get the fuck on. And Suki comes on out of the door and she locks the door. She stands back and she looks at the lake house. And she just kept saying, I'm sorry, Jacob, if you can hear me, Joshua, I'm sorry. If you can hear me, I'm so sorry. And she got in the car and she left. And she told the family member what happened. The family member was like, wow, really? You experienced that? Yeah, you can ask Sweet Lime. Sweet Lime saying the same thing happened. Tay Baby couldn't believe that shit went down either. But after Suki, went up there that last time, that next year, the whole family decided to go back up there again like they normally do. And when they went up there, nothing. Nothing was showing up in the house. No silhouettes, no sounds, no flickering lights, no breaking glass, no nothing. It was nothing. And the family, all agreed that because Suki came up there, I guess he blamed Suki. And that's why he sat there waiting on her ass to come back. I don't know. But once Suki apologized and said she didn't know, she had no idea, she didn't remember, it's like he let it go and he moved on. So I guess he was just waiting on Suki. It took 3 years, but I guess he just sat out there waiting on Suki, scared the rest of the family away until Suki came up there and apologized and, asked him to forgive her because she didn't know. He went away. He didn't show up at the lake house no more. None of the other kids saw him at the lake house. Nothing else happened. But I guess he just blamed her. She didn't know. So they ended up going back and forth. Going up there every year after that with no problem. So they ain't had no more issues. But that was your second story. This is your brief intermission where you can go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, and meet me back here in 2 minutes for the last story of the night. And I hope you liked your story, Suki, Tay Baby, and Sweet Lime. Okay. What was he trying to do to her? I don't know. Maybe he was angry that it went down the way it went down, but I guess when she apologized for, I don't know how that night went. Suki might have been woke that night when it happened. Suki probably could have jumped up and said, no, Unc, it's Joshua, you know what I'm saying? But Suki, didn't do nothing. And I guess he blamed her, he blamed her for it, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't interfere. She probably could have stopped it. by speaking up, you know what I'm saying, and saying, hey, I know I ain't supposed to have no boys in the house. It's just Joshua. It's not a burglar. It's just Joshua. And then probably it would have went different. The boy probably would have kept it light, but she just laid in the bed and didn't say shit. I guess pretending to be asleep when she heard her uncle had caught them. So he was probably mad about that shit and felt like she was in on it. Let me see if I got any new cash apps. Hold on. Let me see. Nope, just Nikki, just Chastain and Marcus. And yeah, just Chastain and Marcus. Those are the only ones that I have from Cash App. Yep. All right, guys. The last story of the night is upon us. So if you are ready, thank you. Thank you, India. So if you guys are ready for the last story of the night, give it those thumbs, give it those thumbs, give it those thumbs. I got like 3 family members that have not closed the door. Can I get you guys to close the door, please? Okay. Yeah, so silly. Y'all still talking about that last story when you know what the yeah, I'm funny. All right, Toots. Don't be making them creepy ass sounds and shit, girl. Not like that. Oh my bro. Oh my bro. Sport auntie, I closed it. Okay, twin. Thank you. Do I have no thumbs? Are y'all ready? I ain't got nowhere near no thumbs. Y'all must not be ready. What the hell is going on around here? All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right, so our last story of the night has Carmen, Devontae, and Jasmine. Carmen, Devontae, and Jasmine. Hey, Nomad. Sorry, I just got home. I'm cooking. Okay, Carmen, that's fine. Show story, love. Just ate my toes. I just karate kicked the door closed. Thank you. Now it's enough thumbs and door closed for everybody. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So our last story of the night has Carmen, Devontae, and Jasmine. Carmen, Devontae, and Jasmine. So Carmen and Devontae have been together for a while. They had been together like 5 years, and they decided that they was gonna move in together and get their own spot. So they decided to get them a little apartment together, and they figure if they can do a year in an apartment and nothing goes wrong and they are fine with each other, living with each other, and they'll advance to like buying a house or moving into a house or something like that. So they decided they was gonna go ahead and get them an apartment together. So Carmen and Devontae move all their stuff into the apartment together, and everything is cool. First night they're there at the apartment. For some strange reason, Carmen can't sleep. She's like tossing and turning the entire night. She don't understand why. She ain't never had these problems before. She'll find herself sitting up in the middle of the night watching TV, like just cannot sleep. She thought maybe it's because I'm in a new place and this is why I'm feeling this way. It'll pass. Third night, same thing. She couldn't sleep. She tired, eyes and stuff are hurting, bags under her eyes, just tired of shit. Couldn't understand why, Devontae is getting all the sleep in the fucking world. He is sleeping comfy, cozy, like he had him some good cooch, and they put him in the goddamn fetus position. He's sleeping real good, snoring, all kind of shit. And she can't figure out why the fuck can't I sleep? So Devontae gets up the next morning and tell her, babe, maybe you need to go to the doctor. Maybe you need to go see somebody. Tell them you're having insomnia. Maybe you need something to help you sleep. She was like, yeah, maybe that's it. So she Googled some shit and she came up with melatonin. She tried that. It wouldn't put her to sleep. Nothing would put her to sleep. So she figured she needed some real medicine from a prescribed doctor. So she goes to the doctor. And Jasmine comes in and she's like, hey, Hey Carmen, I ain't seen you in a while, girl. I thought everything was good with you. And Carmen, like, yeah, everything been good. She like, so how's things going with you and Devontae? Carmen, like, everything been fine. She like, we just moved in together like the beginning of this week. And, Jazz was like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't tell me. I didn't know. She was like, yeah, we moved in. She was like, but that's kind of why I'm here to see you. So Jazz was like, what's the problem? She like, ever since we moved into this apartment together, I've been having insomnia. I haven't been able to sleep. She like, I can try everything. She said, I try bathing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to like calm myself down, bathing, aromatherapy, thinking that will tire me out. She's like, I'll try sex. She like, I wear Devontae out. And it's not putting me to sleep. She like, I don't know, what it is. She like, I put my phone down an hour before bed so my mind can start running. Like, I tried everything. I Googled shit. I tried melatonin. Nothing is helping. And I need help with this. I'm really tired. She like, I find myself blacking out almost in the middle of the day because I'm so tired and I can't get no sleep at night. So Jasmine was like, are you allergic to anything? No, I'm not allergic to shit. I just need sleep. So she like, I'm gonna prescribe something for you, you know what I'm saying? And it should help you sleep. But make sure you take it at night, maybe an hour before bed with food, no alcohol, no drugs, just, the medicine. And she was like, okay. Carmen like, all right, I can do that. Okay, so she writes the prescription for Carmen and she tells her to pick it up from the pharmacy. So Carmen, calls in her, get her prescription, goes over there, pick it up. She gets the prescription. She comes back, comes in the house. Devontae like, how is it? How was your doctor say? She like, the doctor prescribed me something. I'm going to take this tonight before bed. Okay, cool. So she goes and eat dinner. Devontae made dinner. So they sat down, ate. After they ate, she took the medicine. She sat in there, watched TV for a little while. Devontae rolls over, give a kiss, babe. I'm finna go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning. She's like, okay, cool. He rolls over, go to sleep, and she sits up and she's watching TV. And then she sees a man standing in the doorway. And it's dark in the hallway and over by her door. So she's squinching, like, do I fucking see? So she's sure in her mind it's some man standing in the doorway. So she rolls over and she starts beating the shit out of Devontae. Devontae, get up. It's somebody in the house. And Devontae like, what? Somebody in the house, babe. Get up. Somebody in the house. And he jumps on. He like, well, shit, like in the doorway. And they both look. And he like, I don't see shit. She like, I could have swore I saw somebody standing in the fucking doorway. I could have swore I saw a man standing in the doorway. He like, ain't nobody standing in the doorway. Can you get up and go check just to make sure? Babe, I told you I gotta go to work. Babe, please. I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I think somebody's in the house. Fine. So Devontae gets up. Every room he check, he turn the light on and leave it on until he get done. So he checks the whole fucking house. And then he comes back upstairs, turn the lights off out of every room he already checked. He comes in now, he tell her, he said, baby, ain't nobody in the house. I checked, ain't nobody in the house. You sure? I'm sure. There's nobody in the house. Go to sleep. You're tired. That's what it is. You're tired and you're seeing shit. Go to sleep. Okay, fine. I'm just waiting on this medicine to kick in and I'm going to go to sleep. He like, all right. So he lays back down and he goes to sleep. Now, she was sitting up in the bed, but then she decided to lay down, hoping that'll help her go to sleep a little faster. So she's laying on her back and she's watching TV. And then she's like, she looks over and she sees this man standing in the doorway again. And she turns her head to like focus on the doorway, to like wait for her eyes to adjust to the dark in that area. And when it does, she still sees this silhouette of a man standing in the fucking doorway. So she turns her head to get ready to get up to tell Devontae, but she can't move. So she's looking and she can't move. And she get ready to go like, Devontae, but it's like, she can't get nothing out of her mouth. She's just laying there like eyes big as shit, trying to say something to Devontae. He laying comfortable as hell. She looks down. It's black hands now holding her legs down. She like, the fuck? Like she can't move. She's looking at Devontae like, He ain't moving. He's sleeping comfortably as hell. All of a sudden, she sees a black shadow stands up at the foot of the bed. Tall as shit. Her eyes get big. She look over the doorway. The other shadow in the doorway is still standing there. She looks back over. This shadow is like now like coming up the bed on her legs. Grabbing her legs, coming up. And she's like, like nothing's coming out. She can't move. And this shit is study climbing up on the bed on her. And she's like, Devontae ain't heard shit. This shit gets all the way up, like right up on her chest. And it grabs her mouth and squeezes her face so hard that her teeth is stabbing into her jaw. So it's like squeezing her face so hard that blood is coming out of her mouth. And she just like, and then all of a sudden, you can just see Devontae roll over, like roll towards her. He like laying on his side. And he laying to her, he like, baby, you okay? And she like still got this black shit holding her face, turned towards him. And she like, blood is coming all out of her mouth. And he just looking at her, he like, it'll be all over soon, babe. Don't worry. It'll be all over soon. And then he turns back over on his side and he goes back to sleep. And this shit is like now pulling her face up towards it. And she's like, she got her eyes closed, screaming with everything she can on the inside. Like, and then finally she was able to sit up. She sat up. She looked around the fucking room. The TV is still on. You know, the hallway and everything is still dark. She looking around. She snatches her feet back to put up by her chest. She slaps Devontae in the head hard as shit. Wow, get your ass on. He like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? She like, this shit in here trying to kill me. And you just gonna roll over and tell me it's gonna be all over soon. And he like, babe, what the fuck are you talking about? You just sat here and watched this shit almost kill me. You ain't do nothing. He like, babe, I haven't seen shit. I've been laying here asleep. What the fuck is you talking about? You done hit me all in my goddamn head like that. I ain't seen. She like, so you mean to tell me you didn't just roll the fuck over and look me in my eyes and tell me everything gonna be okay? He like, no. I only looked at your ass when you slapped me in my fucking head. Like, no, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And she like, babe, swear to God. He like, swear to God, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Now she really scared. She like creeping and looking down at the foot of her bed and there's nothing there. Babe, the man was in the fucking hallway again. He like, ain't no fucking man in the hallway. Leave me alone. Like, now he pissed off because she slapped the shit out of him. Scared the fuck out of this man. So now he like, leave me the fuck alone, man. Ain't nobody in the goddamn house. I checked. I gotta go to work in the morning. Leave me alone. So now she can't sleep. Her body is trying to sleep, but she's scared. She's too scared to go to sleep. She's just trying to stay up, trying to stay up. She's scared. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm gonna stay woke. I can do this. She nods off and she hold her head back up. Look around. She'll see shit. I'm good. Watching TV, nods off again. She sits up. This time when she opens her eyes, Devontae ain't in the bed with her. She move her head. She get ready to roll over and she can't move. Now it's like some black shit holding her hand down on this side. She looks over and see, and all of a sudden some black, decaying, creepy looking shit climbs up from the bottom of the bed while it's holding her arm. She see this shit and she's like, mm-mm. And she tries to scream again and nothing comes out. And she looks down at the foot of the bed. Something is holding the foot of her fucking bed. It's got her feet. She like, she turns over and she see a hump in the bed. So she like, Devontae ass one right there just a second ago. So she like, trying to scream at Devontae. And just like clockwork, this motherfucker turn over and face her in the face. And it's not Devontae. It's one of these black things that's holding her fucking arms. It's like maggots is falling all off his face. Blood is running down the pillow. It's just looking at her ass. She's just like, closing her eyes. And this shit gums up, grab her fucking mouth again, squeeze her shit tight as hell. Shaking her head, she is screaming. She can't move. Somebody's just crying, eyes closed, crying, trying to scream, trying to get all that shit out. And all of a sudden, this shit like lets go of her face and grabs her by the shoulder and start like it's trying to push her in the bed, like, and she like, she closed her eye. She opened her eye back up. It's Devontae, and he's shaking her. He like, babe, shaking the shit out of her. She like, Devontae, what's going on? He like, babe. He just pulled her close. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she like, I couldn't move. I couldn't move, babe. It's somebody in the house. It's something in the house. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. And he like, babe, it's nobody in the house. It's just me. What is going on? And she was like, I couldn't move. Something was holding me down. He was like, you were flailing in the bed. You were swinging your arms. You was hitting me. He was like, you kicked me. All kind of shit. You hit me in my face. That's what woke me up. And she like, babe, I swear I wasn't moving. I swear I couldn't move. He gets up that morning. He go to work. He tells she need to get some rest. He like, babe, get some rest. You didn't get no rest last night. You need to get some rest. Babe, I'm scared. I'm scared to go to sleep. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's daytime. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Just lay right here on the couch. Get you some rest. It'll be all right. I'm gonna call and check on you throughout the day. You'll be okay. All right. So she gets up. She go in there and cook some breakfast. Come sit down on the couch. Start to eat her breakfast. She finished eating her breakfast. She took her medicine. Washed it down with some orange juice. Lay down on the couch to watch TV. And she eventually dozes off. She wakes up, the TV is still on. She looks around. Everything cool. She lays there and keep watching TV. It's like she blinked. It's like she dozed off for a second. And when she opened her eyes, it was night outside. It was nighttime. And the house was dark. The TV was cut off. She was just laying there. She like, what the fuck? So she goes to sit up and she can't move. Instantly fear hits her. Her heart starts to race. She's scared, you know what I'm saying? She turns to look and it's like she can see in the reflection of the TV some big black shit like figure is coming towards the couch. So she instantly like nothing's coming out. She's still making this noise. Screaming like a motherfucker. She looks up. These black shits are holding her legs and her arms. She can't move. Now one of these things done scrattled over her again. It's got her fucking face. And it's holding her. She's like trying to move. Shit will not let her face go squeezing tighter and tighter the more she tries to move. Like, and then you see this shit like turns into a liquid and pours right into her body. Whatever this black shit was that was straddling her, like it poured into her mouth while she was like, that shit squeezed her mouth open. And she said she saw this whole black shit like go into her mouth. She said she was coughing and choking, about to throw up. She was locked down. She couldn't do nothing. Her head couldn't move. She just had to sit there with her mouth open as this shit went into her fucking mouth. And she's like, she finally like opened her eyes and it's daytime outside. She on the couch. The show that she was watching on hadn't even been, on 10 minutes. Like, when she looked at it and then she looked at it again, like the same person that was on the show when she dozed off was still on the show. She couldn't have been asleep no longer than like 5 minutes, but to her, it didn't feel like that. And she instantly got up, jumped up, ran to the bathroom. Looked in her mouth to see if she could see anything. She couldn't see shit. She's like calling Devontae, you need to come home. You need to come home. Something ain't right. You need to come home. Devontae like, what's wrong, babe? You need to come home. Like, you really need to come home, like right now. So he's like, all right, I'm on my way home. So she's sitting by the stairs, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on Devontae to get home. About 30 minutes later, you hear a car screech. Car door closed. He rushing in the house. Babe, what's wrong? What's wrong? She like, it's in me, babe. It's in me. He like, what the fuck is in you? It's in me, babe. The black shit that's been walking around the house is in me. It's in me, babe. And he like, babe, are you okay? She like, I swear I seen it go in me. It's in me. He like, there's nothing in you. You okay? She like, no, babe. He like, what's going on? She like, like she can't talk. She's just making this noise. And he like, get up, come here, get up. He pick her up, like rushing to the bathroom. She like, that's the sound she just keep making. He like, babe, hitting in the chest, babe, hitting in the back, babe, what's going on? She like, and she opens her mouth and all this oil black shit starts to pour out of her mouth, all over the floor, all over the sink, all over the toilet. She is gagging, trying to get all this shit up, like, trying to get all this shit up. And it's nothing but black shit coming out of her mouth like oil. Like, it's that fucking black that's coming out of her mouth. And Devontae's like, what the fuck is this? And he hitting her in the back like, get it up, babe, get it up. And she like, she trying to get all that shit up. And it's like when she get like the last little bit of up out her mouth, she just collapse. She fall backwards. He catches her and she's out. She wakes up. When she wakes up, Devontae got her ass on the couch. He got a suitcase downstairs and he is like putting her, like trying to throw her ass over his shoulder and take the suitcases out. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. She just passed back out. Devontae took her ass up out of the house. She wakes up inside of a hotel room. Like, what is going on, Devontae? And he jumps up. He like, babe, you okay? She like, yeah, my head is banging, but what the fuck? What's going on? Why we not at the house? He like, babe, we can't stay at the house no more. What? Why not? What's wrong? He like, babe, it's something in the fucking house. What do you mean something's in the house? He was like, you remember throwing up? She was like, yes, I still have like this nasty burnt taste in my throat. Like, it's nasty, but I have like this nasty burnt taste in my throat. And he like, yeah, babe, because you threw up some nasty black shit out your mouth. He was like, you threw up a lot of that shit and then you passed out. She was like, okay, that's why my head hurting like that? He was like, yes, babe. You like, trying to get that shit up. He was like, that's probably why your fucking head hurt. She was like, so what happened? He was like, after you threw up, you passed out and I caught you. And I was finna put you in the bed. He said, I was taking you out of the bathroom to put you in the bed. He said, when I heard the bathroom mirror close, he said, when I turned around, it was some big black shit, like a big black figure, silhouette of a fucking man in the bathroom. And when I seen that shit, it grabbed for me. He said, I just bagged up as fast as I could. He was like, when I bagged up, the shit like fell and went through the floor. He was like, no black shit was on the floor. It went straight through the floor. He said, babe, I promise you, I ran in there and I grabbed our fucking suitcases. I threw whatever was in the top two drawers in the suitcases and I got us the fuck out of there. She like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on, babe. Like, this is scaring me. So he was like, you know what? We gotta call Jasmine. We gotta call Jasmine. She like, babe, it's after hour. I don't give a fuck. We need to talk to Jasmine. So they called, and of course, she didn't answer her phone. The next day, he decided to take her up to Jasmine. Hey, Dr. Jasmine, how you doing, bitch? What's going on with you? Why you answer your phone when I call you last night? You know what? It don't even fucking matter. We need to talk. And she like, what's going on? Like, she looking at, Carmen, like, is everything okay, Carmen? And Carmen's like, Doc, something's wrong. She like, what? And Devontae just goes into this whole spiel about how she ain't, she been seeing black shit grabbing on her. She ain't been able to move at night. She flails in her sleep. She having real bad nightmares. And in the night, I seen some black shit come out of her throat and grow up in our fucking bathroom. Jasmine like, what? I saw her throw up some black shit and it literally grew up in our fucking bathroom and was trying to fight us. Are you sure? I'm sure. She looks at Jasmine. Jasmine looks at her. She's like, come here, Carmen, let me look at you. You been taking the medication like I told you? Looking at her eyes and stuff. She's like, yes, I've been taking the medication like you told me. She said, it got side effects to that medication, right? Yeah, all medicine has side effects. Eat on the food or you're going to be sick, stuff like that. She like, no. Like, did you read the side effects? No, I just took the fucking medicine because I was sleeping. According to the doctor, hallucinating is a part of the side effects with the medicine that she was taking. Hallucinations. She like, so doc, I was hallucinating. That's what you're telling me? I was fucking hallucinating. This shit grabbing on me and all that. And the doctor was like, yeah. She's like, because, this medicine does have that type of effect on the mind. This medicine is supposed to help you sleep, so it works on the brain. So, of course, hallucinations will be a part of that. She looks over at Devontae like, I call bullshit. Because what the fuck does that mean when I saw that bullshit? Like, what does it mean? Because I saw it too. She looked at Devontae. She said, Devontae, you been taking her medicine. He thought back. You know what? I only took one. And I only took one. That was like yesterday. Like, I ain't took no other pill. I only took one. But she's supposed to take two. I only took one because I was having trouble sleeping. And the doctor like, so both of y'all been taking medication that makes you hallucinate, and you run in here and say she threw up a whole person that grew up in y'all bathroom. They look at each other. You was taking my medicine? Babe, I only took one. You said I could. When? I don't even remember you asking me, can you take my medicine? Doctor like, you know what? Don't take no more. Don't take no more of the medicine. Just stay with your melatonin. Get you some melatonin. Get you some over the counter melatonin, and you stick with that. That should be okay with you. Okay, we'll do that. They go back to the apartment. Look around. Nothing. See shit. Okay, be good. Devontae goes in. She comes in behind him. They getting ready to go upstairs, and somebody standing at the top of their stairs. Devontae looks over at Carmen. Carmen looks at Devontae. Rub your eye good, babe. Rub your eye good, because I don't need no dumb shit. Rub your eyes good now. Don't be all about, I just dug in my eye, rubbed it good, and I still see this shit. We need to make sure, so rub your eyes good, babe. You ready? She like, yeah, I'm ready. Okay, open. They look. Nah, that shit still standing now. It's time to go. They got out of that fucking apartment. No, we're done. They didn't want. They broke the lease. They broke the lease and moved out of the apartment. Miss Jasmine, we ain't going to see Miss Jasmine no more. Miss Jasmine said it was the medicine making us see that shit. Clearly, I'm not on the medicine no more, and I'm still seeing that shit. And we are woke. We not sleep. We are woke, and this shit. No, we're good. They broke the lease on the apartment. They stayed together, but they broke the lease on the apartment. And Jasmine was no longer the doctor for Carmen. After they broke the lease and moved the fuck on to a new area to move in, they had no more problems. Actually, when they moved into the new area, like Carmen fell asleep while they were moving, in the middle of moving. She had no problems with this house. She had no problem falling asleep. The insomnia wasn't fucking with her no more. Nothing. She was out like light, wherever the fuck she was. If you didn't talk to her for too long, she would be asleep. She was damn narcoleptic in the middle of a conversation. And she had no problem with sleep after leaving that fucking apartment. They don't know what the fuck was going on with that apartment, but they don't feel like the medicine was causing that shit. Not like that. So, yeah. They lived happily ever after, just not in that motherfucking apartment. They was done with that shit. They didn't have no more problems. She stopped taking the medication. One no more, shit grabbing her in the middle of the night and waking her up out of her sleep. Her not being able to talk or scream. She had no more issues. So at this point, they're not sure if the apartment played a part in it or if it was just the medication. But according to Devontae, he went on medication like that, but he know what the fuck he saw. And it was enough for him to pack his girl up and get her the fuck out of the apartment because he didn't even feel like he could protect her in that apartment from that shit. So, yeah, Devontae made the executive decision to get the fuck on, and she followed suit. So they had no more problems in their new house that they in. Nothing like that. No problems at all. They had no more problems since they moved out of their fucking apartment and she stopped taking that medication. So I don't know if it was the apartment or the meds, but either way it go, the moral of the story is read the fucking side effects on your medication. Please read the side effects on your medication, because everybody ain't gonna believe it's a flying asshole outside when you come in the house hollering about, I promise you it's a flying asshole outside. Everybody gonna want to know what medicine your ass is taking. If that medicine has any type of side effects with hallucinating or anything like that, yeah, you might want to not take that shit. If it's hard for you to distinguish between real and fake and reality and bullshit, you might not want to take that medicine. You might not want to take that shit at all because you'll fuck around and lose yourself. You don't want that to happen. So, right. She just stopped fucking with Jasmine. She didn't go to Jasmine no more. She changed her primary care, and she didn't go to Jasmine no more. Jasmine's still prescribing that medication to people, but she makes sure she lets them know ahead of time that this medicine may cause hallucinations. However you want to take that, however far you want to take that. So there you go. Yes, I'm catching up on my sleep. I don't know if it was the apartment or the medication. Devontae feels like it was a little bit of both. Carmen feels like it was the apartment. She don't feel like it was the medication. She feel like it was the apartment. So, I mean, the jury's still out. It's a different majority vote on that shit. The jury's still out on what it could have been, but they don't stay there no more. They moved on and they have since been fine and they had no more issues. So there you guys go. That was your third story of the night. Could have been Jasmine too. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. So we be careful with these pills and these side effects, guys. We don't want nobody to lose themselves. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like the story. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate all the love and support you guys give me. We will be joining again on Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern. So make sure you stop by Family Dollar or Dollar General and get all the snacks that you're gonna need. Make sure you got your food, your cakes, your pies. Stop by the liquor store, get your wine, your liquor. Stop by your man and get your twisties and your hookahs and all that other good stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you guys so much for joining me for story time. Y'all know my motto. Stay safe, social distance, and please don't sleaze off a bitch unless she earns it. I love you guys. Good night. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, call the fucking orchid man because Auntie didn't do it. Good night, guys.